Evening. Hello, Miss. Good evening. Good evening, guys. Yeah, okay, so we're going to start our presentation. See? Yeah, where is the presentation here? Okay. Yeah, we're going to talk about we're going to talk, that is the topic, I see. Maximizing the learning or maximizing learning, yeah? This is our presentation. It says maximizing learning also concentrate on the effectiveness of using learning strategies to get knowledge and skills efficiently. Maximizing learning means, maximizing learning means helping students to learn as much as possible in most of the effective way. Maximizing learning benefits students to take responsibility over their own learning and identify individual growth, in addition to making the most of the training. Yeah. Okay, in terms of maximizing the learning, this has nothing to do with our teachers if they are good or bad. Okay. The focus might be on how students can maximize the learning, the value of their learning through the techniques, strategies taken by the students. Yeah. So, chicos, the maximizing learning talk, for example, what strategies, what do you do in order to improve your learning? Yeah. What strategy, what do you do when you want to speak English, when you want to improve listening, when you want to improve certain ability? What strategy do you do? Yeah. A ver, on the chat, please. I invite you to participate on the chat and tell me what strategy do you use in order to maximize your learning? Because that is the topic, maximize the learning. Yeah, that is the topic, maximize the learning. Okay, as we have here, no, maximizing the learning means helping students learn as much as possible in the most effective way. Yeah, here the question is, what strategies do the students do in order to improve their learning? Yeah, but I'm going to ask you, what strategies do you use in order to improve your learning? What strategies do you use? Yeah, okay, on the chat, chicos, rapidito, pero on the chat, please, yeah? What strategies, that is the question. What strategies do you do to improve your learning, to maximize your learning? What do you do? Yeah, on the chat, please, on the chat. What strategies? I have 15 students. Yeah, what strategies? Aquí en el chat. Yeah, dale, chicos, esta es la question. Yeah, that is the question. What strategies do you do in order to improve your learning? In order to maximize your learning, what do you do? This is, for example, in order to learn, I use books, videos. Yeah, I use videos, books, podcasts, online exercises to improve my learning. Yeah, correct. Very good, mister. And the others, please. And the others, quickly, please. And the others, what strategies do you use to improve, to maximize your learning? What do you do? What strategy do you do? Mario says, I use books, videos, podcasts, and online exercises to improve my learning. Correct. Yeah, and the others? Yeah, me dicen, I use videos, songs, series of even social media to learn new topics. Correct. Yeah, what else? Dice, to maximize learning, I use spaced repetition, practice and application. Yeah, I use collaborative activities, interactive talks like dramatizations, debates, games, multimedia. Yeah, correct. That is the idea, no? I use adaptive communication. I use visual coding, combining text with visuals. Yeah, correct. I use visual coding, I use flashcards with short notes and notes. Correct. Yeah, very good. Everything that you do to improve your English is correct. Is good. Yeah? Everything that you do will be great to improve your language, to improve your knowledge, to improve your learning. Everything that you want to apply. As you said here, practice and practice it with practicing using artificial intelligence, using videos, using online exercises. Everything that you consider is good for you, you can apply, you can do it. Yeah. Okay, let's continue, guys. Yeah, so here we have, no? Maximizing learning benefit students to take responsibilities. I'm repeating this for the students who are here. Here we are talking about this maximizing learning also concentrate on effectiveness of using learning strategies to get knowledge and skills efficiently. Maximizing learning means helping students to learn or helping students learn as much as possible in the most effective way. Maximizing learning benefit students to take responsibility of their own learning and identify individual growth, in addition to making the most of the training. In terms of maximizing the learning, this has, it says no, it has nothing to do with teachers if they are bad or bad, yeah? The idea here is how you improve, how you maximize your learning in order to improve your skills, in order to improve your reading, in order to improve certain abilities. Okay, yeah. That was the question I have written to you. What strategies, what do you do in order to improve your speaking or your listening or your writing? Yeah. And here we have the other one. It says, the quality of learning will depend on what techniques and strategies you will choose. Of course, yes. For example, if you use, I don't know, if you use podcasts to improve your pronunciation, to improve your listening, and you waste your time in other things, it wouldn't be worthy for you. Okay, that's why it's necessary for you to apply techniques that improve your learning, that improve or maximize your learning. Okay, so here we have, for example, it involves using strategies, resources, and activities that involve understanding, that improve understanding, participation in long-term retention of knowledge. Yeah, it is important, no? It involves using strategies, resources, and activities that improve understanding, participation, and long-term retention of knowledge. Yeah. It here is important because when you don't learn quite well, sometimes the information disappear. Yeah. So that's why we need to maximize. We need to look for strategies, look for techniques to improve our learning and so that the learning might be or should be meaningful. Yeah, because if you learn isolated words, those ones can disappear from our memory. So we need to look for strategies so that we can maximize our learning. Yeah, and of course the learning must be long term. Yeah. This maximizing learning helps students to generate much knowledge, activation, empowerment, participation, and opportunities to learn more. Okay, those ones keep in mind, please. Maximizing helps students to learn, to generate much knowledge, activation, empowerment, participation, and opportunities to learn more. Okay? This and the student online program is vital that students maximize and organize their time so that they can learn by practicing exercises and completing activities online. Yeah, it is important, no, as we have here, because when we are studying online, we need to organize our time. We need to maximize our learning as well, because sometimes if you don't organize your time, if you don't organize your schedule, you might be having difficulties because at the last minute you are trying to do everything that you are supposed to do, or you were supposed to do it maybe 5 days before. Yeah, that's why it's mandatory. I know it's mandatory because you are people who are studying online, and I fully understand that the majority of you work. Okay, but it is important to maximize our learning, to organize our time in order to have a good knowledge, to have a better understanding, to have a better learning. Okay, because if you are studying 4 hours before the exam, of course you will have zero, you have low grade because you didn't study in advance. Okay. Yeah. So to maximize our learning, we are expected to use certain tools, certain resources, certain technology that might help us. For example, here we have using interactive activities, adapting lessons on students' needs, giving clear explanation and feedback, encouraging participation in critical thinking, using technology and multimedia resources. Okay? That's why as teachers, we are supposed to, or we are expected to help our students so that they can maximize their learning through these ones, through these techniques, to all of these things. So we are supposed to help them, no? To help our students through those techniques. Yeah. Okay. And here we have, for example, this new pedagogy to maximize the students' learning. Yeah. So here we have active learning techniques, embrace different learning styles, seek feedback, practice regularly, make connections, manage your time effectively, reflect on your learning on your learning, set clear goals, speed learning, role play, and group work. Yeah. Chicos, apart from these ones that we have here, which techniques do you use in order to maximize your learning? Apart from those ones, what do you do? What strategy, what technique do you use in order to improve your knowledge, in order to maximize your learning? What do you do? What do you do in order to maximize your learning? What do you do? Yeah, volunteers, please. I want to hear you guys. What do you do in order to improve your learning? Yeah. I want to see 5 students, please. Este es el 90, ¿qué? 91 or 90? 93, no? 40, yeah, 30, 94. Okay. Okay, vamos. Aguirre, 5 students, please. Aguirre, Castillo, Miss Toasa. Miss Toasa, I think I saw you before, no?
Mister.
There. Sí, sorry, sí, you are completely right. Joseto Asa. Okay. And Miss Nicole que Murgate. Yeah, I have 5 students here. Murgate you. Okay. Yeah, go ahead, please. Miss Aguirre.
Good
Chicos, yeah, go ahead.
evening, Magister, and all everybody. I used to explain myself the topic that I am studying
Mm-hmm.
currently and try to do it in the few words minimum. Oh, for example, I put a challenge on myself
Yeah,
and
that's
I
good.
try to explain the topic to me in simple words, in my own words. And
Correct.
I
That is
record
good.
myself and then I listen to me and then I do it again. Yeah.
Correct. Thank you, Mr. Okay, the next, Mr.
Good evening, teacher.
Oh, Mr.
Hear me? Can you hear me? Yes.
Yes, 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 yes.
Okay. Maybe I improve my knowledge by practicing every day, watching videos, reading books, and learning from my mistakes.
Correct. Okay, that's a great idea, no? Okay, Jose, please.
Okay, teacher. I usually try to review again the information little by little and try to taking notes and understand in my own words. Also, I try to watch videos with relation to the topic.
Correct. Thank you. Okay. Uh, I saw the commander here, but she disappeared. Okay, vamos, Karina, please.
Uh, yes, good evening,
Hello,
Magister.
Miss. Good
So,
evening.
for me to try improve our learning, we need to focus more on active practice rather than just reading and testing ourselves and explaining the same topic to others. Um, in that way, we can have a real progress.
Yeah, okay, guys. If, for example, here we have we said a long-term retention. What do you understand by long-term retention? What do you understand? Long-term retention, okay? Salinas Dimurgate, yeah. What do you understand by that?
Uh, good good evening, teacher.
Yeah.
For me, uh, that is referred with the content that is meaningful or resulted useful for students, so they retain that information in a long term. For example, a student that learned perfectly the verb to be will be able to conjugate another verbs in a correct way.
Correct. As simple as this. Okay, thank you. Nicole y Aguirre. Salinas. Okay. Aguirre,
No,
please.
I already
Yeah.
participated.
Because I saw
Sorry.
you hands. Lower the hand, please. Lower the hand. Baje la
No,
manito. Yeah.
I wanted to participate,
Okay.
yes.
Who is Nicole? Yeah.
Me,
Okay. Karina.
Priscila.
Okay.
Me, Priscila Aguirre.
Yeah. Okay, Miss. Go ahead.
Yeah. Long-term retention is when a student can really apprehend something and make it part of their own understanding and their knowledge, and not only for the exam or for a short time, but all their life. Through all their life, they can remember and understand it and explain it and really know the topic
Correct.
that is
Very
learned.
good. As simple as this. Excellent. Yeah. Let's continue, guys. I have 30 minutes. Yeah. Just kidding. Okay. So here we have Miss Tapong, because you didn't say anything, because I have written your name here. Can you tell me, please, using your own words, what is for you maximizing learning?
When we need to practice every day, watch videos in order to try to learn a new language. I maximize my learning, watching videos, listening to music, try to speak with other people.
Correct?
Effective.
Correct. Yeah, excellent. Okay, Miss. So here we have the other part, which is effective teaching strategies. See, maybe we are using this in our classes. For example, we have here effective teaching strategies. We have, for example, teaching methods, learning styles, abilities in the classroom. Okay, for example, as you know, in our classes, we have students who learn in a different way, students who learn with different styles, students who are quickest. Some students are quickest of the class because maybe they are visual, maybe some of them learn by listening, maybe some of them learn by because they are kinesthetics. Okay, so in that way, we need to keep in mind those things, keep in mind those styles, and try to maximize students' learning. Yeah, that is the idea of this. To make students participate, to make their work in classes, to prepare our classes in a better way, to help them to maximize their learning, doing activities different, okay, so that they can understand. Yeah. And here we have, for example, active learning, scaffolded instructions, formative assessments, and cooperative learning. Yeah. So we're going to talk about these guys. It's active learning, scaffolded instructions, formative assessment, and cooperative learning. Yeah. So we're going to talk about the last one, which is cooperative learning, encouraging a collaboration among students through group work, peer teaching, and cooperative activities. For example, what do you think it is a good idea to work together to make this cooperative learning? Do you think it works for you? Do you think it is a waste of time, or it really works for you? It encourages you or not when we're working with cooperative learning? So cooperative learning means when we are working together, when we are doing activities together, when we help each other. So what do you think about that? What do you think about cooperative learning? Do you think it is a good tool to do this, or do you think it is not worth it to work with that? Okay, volunteers, please. Cooperative learning. Cooperative learning, as you know, means work together among students or between two students. So, do you think cooperative learnings help you to improve your learning or not when you're working together? Because we are talking about cooperative learning. Do you think this technique help you to improve your knowledge or to gain much information when you're working together? Okay, Heidi Vera. Yeah, tell me please, Heidi Vera.
Yeah, good evening, teacher. I
No,
think that
miss.
is a yeah.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, it's quite well.
Yeah. Okay, I think that is a good way to learning because we can share of knowledge between us, and maybe it's also a good technique for maybe
Yeah, but what happens, for example, when you are doing cooperative learning? What happens when you find someone who doesn't like working? When that person says, no, I don't want to do this, or when that person doesn't match with you, what is the problem on that situation? Do you understand?
yeah. But
Okay.
I think that we can find a good way to help this person to share their knowledge that they have, or also we can help the students to our classmates. Yeah, maybe they can participate in a way.
Yeah. Okay. For example, volunteers, other volunteers, please. For example, what do you do when you are doing cooperative learning with your students? What do you do when, for example, someone says, "No, I don't have time. I have much work to do," and they tells you excuses and excuses and excuses. Do you think it is a good idea to tell him goodbye, go out of the group, or you continue working with him in keeping in mind that that person doesn't want to work, doesn't want to collaborate in this group? Okay, Vladimir.
I mean, that probably depends of how is the context in that situation, because if I know who is the people who doesn't want to work, I will
Okay.
say, okay, why he doesn't want to work? Maybe it's because his son is in the hospital and he doesn't have time. Maybe it's because he's lazy and he doesn't like to work. So I will say that depends of the context. But if the anyone who doesn't want to work is someone who I don't know and I don't have a real knowledge of why he don't work, I think the best option is don't include in the activities, because if we include and he don't make his part, it will be negative for us.
Exactly.
Maybe if he will say, okay, sorry, this is was the reason. Okay, maybe that was the reason, I can give you a second opportunity. But if the person continues failing and failing, it's better not working anymore together, because it's more hate, weight than the apportation to the team.
Correct. That's true. Okay. So that's why the idea of cooperative learning is to help each other, to have people's opinion, to have ideas from the others. But as you mentioned, if you are looking, if you find someone who doesn't like working, or someone who is all the time giving up excuses, you cannot work with that person anymore. Okay, Heidi Vera, what do you say, Miss?
Yeah, I only want to ask if what happened when, for example, we want to give this person small responsibilities. Is a possibility or not?
Also, to give them is more, as you say, few responsibilities
Yeah,
or
in
much
the homework, for
responsibility.
example.
But yeah, I think in that case, it will depend on you. If you want to sacrifice the whole process, if you want to sacrifice all the process, if you want to do alone everything, yeah, it will depend on you. But the idea of cooperative learning is work together, cooperative, collaborate. Because sometimes as Vladimir says, maybe you can help that person once, but not twice, ni 3 times, ni 4 times, because after he's going to get used to doing the same thing. No, I'm going to put excuses, or I'm going to set excuses so that they can hear me, and I cannot work as much as the others. So it will be unfair for them. It will be really unfair for the student who is working alone, because that person is doing everything. For me, it will be unfair. Okay, Domenica, what's your opinion?
Okay, in my opinion, the best option is to talk calmly and respectful with the person and explain how their actions affect the group and divide the task clearly. With the good communication and responsibility helps the team work better. But if if this not as solved, I think that we should to do the homework
Alone.
individual.
Or let him work alone, no, in that case. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, okay, guys. Yeah. Then we have to this, yeah. Then we have the role of repetition in learning. Yeah. According to the author, it says that repetition is crucial learning tool because it facilitates the learning and improves their knowledge. According to the author, students learn better when they learn through repetition, which is based on comprehension, association, elaboration, games, mind maps, and inferences. As a matter of fact, repetition helps students increase understanding, which is true because students have the opportunity to check, review, revise the lesson, each other, repeat quizzes, exams, make of repetition is a good tool to improve their learning. Yeah. Verán, chicos, according with this, the role of repetition in learning is when you are expected to learn from the other. The role of repetition is when you are working between two students. See, the role of repetition cannot be alone, yeah, because it says the role of repetition is to help each other, is to have the opportunity to practice, the opportunity to test each other, the opportunity to take tests, exams each other. Yeah, as you said, the chance to work together, the chance to improve your learning. That is the role of repetition. See, because when you repeat, according to the topic, it says that you improve your knowledge because you are repeating the words. The words shouldn't be repeated alone. The words should be repeated in contexts so that you can memorize, so that the information must be long term. Because if you learn simple words, you, of course, tomorrow the information will be disappear. That's why it's important that you memorize, that you check information, that you associate the words with the others so that you can have a deep understanding of what you are learning. If you are not doing that, of course, you will forget information. See, that's why it is important to have to work this role of repetition in learning between two students or maybe in groups to help each other, to help you, as we have here, to revise, to repeat, to make connections, to make repetitions. Okay, yeah. For example, if I ask you in the tests, the role of can you do the role of repetition alone? Yes or no?
No,
Yeah, why not?
because it's supposed to be done in groups and
Correct.
help each other.
To help each other, to help each other. Yeah. Froilan, what is for you the role of repetition? What is for you the role of repetition? I don't hear you, mister. What is the role of
Repetition is crucial because help students learn, facilitates the learning and improve their knowledge.
to improve each other? To improve each other. For example, when you are testing questions each other, you might help her or him of what he's saying. Okay, that is the idea of the role of repetition, to work together, to help each other, to test each other. For example, let's suppose that tomorrow you have a test with me, so you are asking each other questions. What is this? What is that? And then you have to support to support to your classmates some questions, some doubts, some mistakes to help. That is the idea, the role of repetition. Yeah. What happens if I ask you in the test, cooperative learning is under the umbrella of the role of repetition? Yes or no? A ver, volunteers. Who wants to tell me? If I ask you, cooperative learning is under the umbrella of the role of repetition?
Yes,
Yeah, why?
because students help each other when they are studying and repeating the information so they can remember and understand it better.
Of course. And the same thing happens when you are doing cooperative learning. Cooperative learning can be work alone. Yes or no?
No,
Yeah, why not? Because why? Because it's cooperative learning. Cooperative learning. When we are doing cooperative learning, we are expected to work in groups. We're expected to help each other. And the same thing happens when you are doing the role of repetition. The role of repetition is to work between two students. And what is the objective of this? To help each other. In which way? To help with the pronunciation, to help to recall certain information, to help improve each other, to help with certain questions, to help ideas that you are doing, that you are preparing. That is the idea of the repetition of the role of repetition, to test each other. I don't know, a ver, vamos a hacer just a little, it's a Mickey quiz, yeah? Says, for example, a ver, volunteer, which one? I don't know. Cynthia, you there? Yeah, you're going to work with Victoria Salinas. Cynthia, Lisbeth, are you there?
Yes, teacher.
Yeah,
Good.
okay, a ver, test each other with Salinas, with Victoria, yeah, the two of you. So in this moment, you're going to work the role of repetition. Yeah, a ver, talk each other. For example, you're going to test each other. Yeah, a ver, test each other. What is the meaning of test each other? ¿Qué es test each other? Test. En Spanish is, ¿qué es test each other?
Probar,
¿Ah?
like probar,
¿Ya?
evaluar.
Exact. That's assess each other. Yeah. In other words, assess each other. Yeah, quickly, but only one question because of the time.
Okay. Cynthia, do you remember about task-based learning? Maybe?
No. Yeah, but I miss Salinas. You have to test her about the things we're talking in classes, about the things we're talking in video conference.
Okay. So, Cynthia, do you think that a student that learn animals can learn about adjectives?
No, another. Just Cynthia, for example.
Like cooperative. What is cooperative learning?
Exactly.
Cooperative
Yes, correct.
Okay. Cooperative learning for me is when students can work together, for example, by sharing ideas, helping each other for complete activities together.
Okay, yeah, and you might say, what do you think about, Victoria, about cooperative learning? Do you ride with her? What's your opinion about it? Yes, you are right. However, yes, you are right. However, this, however, that. That is the idea of cooperative learning and the role of repetition.
It's more like a discussion.
Exactly. The role, because you're going to test each other. You're going to test or assess each other. Okay, yeah. Okay, chicos, with this we have, let me see what I have here, yeah, to explain about the task. Yeah, so here we have, what is the role of this? Yeah, so here we have this. Repetition has many aspects to be considered. For instance, memory consolidation, okay, retention, and skill development. Yeah, the repetition is under the role of repetition is under the umbrella of memory consolidation, retention, and skill development. So here I have to ask you something. Do you think it is a good idea to learn certain things by heart, learning by heart? Yeah, volunteers, why? Do you think sometimes it is a good idea, or sometimes we have to learn by heart certain things? Okay, Miss.
Yes, because there are some principles and rules that we must learn in order to get a higher understanding. For example, some grammar rules are basic, so we can construct further sentences. For example, if we don't know the verb to be, we can't form basic, very basic sentences or questions, negative questions, etc.
Correct. So it's mandatory, no? Is sometimes. And for example, what about the verbs? Verbs, the simple verbs. Do you think it's a good idea to learn by heart those verbs?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, why, Miss Aguilar, no, why? Why do you think it's mandatory for students to learn the verbs by heart?
Yeah, verbs are usually miswritten or misunderstood when they are written in a wrong way. So we must learn the spelling, the correct spelling, and as well as the conjugation, the correct conjugation, so we can say what we mean
Yeah,
and not only sentences like read sentences and understand, but really communicate and understand what we are saying.
correct. Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you very much, Miss. Okay, guys, so far we have finished the last video conference for the first term. Remember, next, I think the 26th, I think, we have the exams. I think. Yeah, I have to check the schedule of the exams. Yeah. Okay, guys. I want to know if you have difficulties, if you have some doubts about task number 4. Okay, I want to know, please, if you have difficulties, if you have problems with the task number 4. Is it clear? Is it clear? I don't know if you have some doubts about task 4. Remember,
I have doubts
Cynthia.
about the task.
Okay.
In the part you said recreate the dating of Cantuña using multimedia resources. So you don't specific how much if this presentation must be done. What is the tool? What could be the tool? If it is a comic, if it is a presentation, audio.
Yeah.
No.
Let's check, yeah? Okay, please. Okay, guys, yeah, pay attention on it, please. Yeah, so that the task must be clear. So here we have, see, it's a presentation. Structure maximizing students' learning. Yeah, that is your objective, no? Okay, so the topic is the legend of Cantunia. Cantunias of legend. Okay. So here you have to recreate. Yeah. For me, it will be easier to send you prepare an activity about Cantunia. I haven't done that because on the internet, on YouTube, we have much information based on it. That's why I have choose the things I have choose or I have include this word recreate. See, you have to recreate. Yeah. Here you have to invent. Yeah. Here you can use any tool that you want. I have written using any multimedia resources you choose, whatever. See, but here you have to recreate. See, for example, says I'm going to invent, no? I was walking on the street when I saw Cantunia. Cantunia was walking around the church, and he was really excited to finish the church, but he didn't know how to finish that. So on it you have to invent. And then Cantunia didn't go because his mom appeared. His mom was angry with him because he didn't make the bed, something like that. You have to invent. See, but of course, the topic is the legend of Cantunia, but you have to recreate. In that part, you have to be really creative. See, yeah. It's not necessary that you create a video. It will depend on your creativity. See, if you say, okay, we're going to prepare a video, it's up to you. If you said, okay, so we won't do a video, we won't make a video, we're going to do another thing completely different, do it. See, that's why I haven't written here a video, I haven't specified a video or something because I want you to see your creativity. Okay, on this part. That's why it is interesting to see that I have written recreate. Yeah, because if I have told you prepare Cantunia legends, you should have copy from the internet, and the idea is to make you work on it. The idea is to make you recreate the activity, recreate the legend of Cantunia. Okay, yeah. Then we have here this. In addition, you must develop 4 activities. In addition, you have to develop four creative and different activities related to this legend for 12th grade students. Yeah, those are the activities, guys. Dramatization, multimedia. Yeah, here you have 2 options. If you do this, perfect, no problem. Or if you do digital comic about Cantunia, do it. I don't have problem. Okay? It will depend on you. It's okay, my group or my pair, we're going to do a digital comic about Cantunia, do it. See, depend on you, depend on your creativity. Remember, the topic is maximize students' learning. Yeah, because we're going to teach them a traditional legend of Quito. See, so we're assuming that we're going to teach them. So that's why we're going to maximize our students doing this. Yeah, but of course I have changed some points because you are students from university. See, and of course you know the technology more than me, and you need to. And that's why I have changed some things. Yeah, debate: was Cantunia wrong or right? Yeah, so this also is depend on you how you want to present this. how you want to present this will depend on you. Yeah, something nice. Dice, create an interactive map. This map you have on Generally app. On Generally, you have this. Yeah, you write down Generally write interactive map, and you have there. Yeah, here is your creativity. For example, where Cantunia had gone. Okay, you have to invent it here because we have create an interactive map. Where had Cantunia gone? Where was he? I don't know. You have to invent this. See, you have to invent this with an interactive map. Yeah. Remember, all these activities must have an objective. This is, for example, the dramatization. I forgot this, I think. Dramatization. Yeah, you hear, you have to dramatize. Or it says, teacher, I don't want to dramatize. Do it on internet. Look for apps that or use artificial intelligence to do this activity. Okay, this, okay, so in dramatization, we're going to do this. Cantuña was drunk. He didn't know what to do because he hadn't eaten and he hadn't had enough strength to do this job. I don't know, you have to invent it. See, yeah, using this dramatization. You have to invent, guys. Yeah. And also you have to write one objective here, another here, another here, and another here. What is the objective of these activities? I don't want to see an extensive objective, short objective. Because remember, your students are from 12th graders. They are 12th grade students. Okay? Yeah. This also you have to create 20 questions. The questions must be open or closed questions. Okay, depend on you. What do you want to present for your professor?
So it doesn't matter if it's a multiple choice.
No problem. No, but must be related to Cantunia. Yeah. Then we have this, don't use Google Forms. Yeah, if you are able to use H5P if you want, or use other apps. That's why I haven't specified use this. No, this activity is free for you. See, totally free. Yeah. What else? And then Miss, what's the question? Miss, what's your name, Miss? Okay, Abigail, what is the question, please?
Yeah, my question is that we have to write the objectives according to the ones listed there.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
dramatization, multimedia, storyboard, and only those.
See, remember for those students, no? 12th grade students. See, yeah.
Okay.
Those are the rubrics, the rubric. Creativity and originality, 3 points. 4 activities, 10 points. Questionnaire, 5 points. Objective of the activities, 2 points. See? Yeah. This.
Sorry to interrupt.
Go ahead, Miss.
You said for creative and different activities. So my question is, these activities must be for the last activity. We have to put that you can do it activity or just to give an explanation.
Yeah. Here are the activities, chicos. Those are the activities. Dramatization, number 1. Multimedia story, number 2. Or digital comic, 2. 3, the debate. And 4, the interactive map. Yeah, those are the activities. You don't have to do any other activities. You have to do based on dramatization, multi-storyboard, debate, and in the interactive map, the 4 activities. The 4 activities are done for you. You have to develop them. See, you have to develop those activities. Dramatization, digital comic, debate, interactive map. Yeah, based on it, you have to do the activity. I would like to show you, because I had the link of one of my students, because that activity we have done before, I think 2 years ago. But unfortunately, I don't know what happened with my computer. I can show you. I'm gonna show you something so that then explain me what happened to. A ver, check please. I'm going to show you this. I want to open my. Mire. I want to open my WhatsApp, but I can't because it appears. I don't know why. Look. Did you see this? I don't know what happened. I'm opening my my account. No, I'm opening my WhatsApp web. However, I open my WhatsApp web and it takes me to this page. I don't know why. I don't know what happened. I don't know what have done. Me, look. I don't know. That's why I cannot show you a little bit of this activity. So that's why, sorry guys, look, I'm trying to open, but I can't. Yeah, that's why I cannot show you about the activity. Yeah, but chicos, the activity is not complicated. Okay, it's not difficult. I think it's an interesting activity because we are revising maximizing learning, and I want you to maximize this activity. Okay, any doubts, chicos? No more question. Is it clear, guys? Comandante, is it clear so that you can explain them, so that you can help them?
It's clear for me.
Yeah, and the others, yeah, please, I want to see a very nice activity. See, I want to see a very nice activity. It's not difficult, it's nice. Okay, no more students? No, I don't know. To believe me, I don't know what happened. I wanted to show. I don't know if I have to turn it off the computer or to do what. I don't know. I don't know what happened with the with my WhatsApp web. I don't know why it takes me to another page that I have never seen on my computer. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, guys, no more questions. Okay, Adrian Payo, please.
Good evening, teacher.
Listen to me. Listen, I'm sorry to bother you. I'm deeply sorry. Don't forget, I need to talk. I need to keep in touch with the commander because we're going to have, I think, the test at 9 o'clock with the others. And don't forget to study the case studies. Don't forget to check the video conference because I'm going to take only 20 questions. Yeah. Remember, don't expect to see the questionnaire from the last semester because I used to take different every single semester. See? Because I always change the case studies, I always change the activities, some activities which are good for me, I sometimes repeat, but the idea of this term is to make you read the content, revise the case studies, check the video conference, because from the video conference I have to take some questions. Okay, yeah, you will have 20 questions, guys, no more than that, please. And I have to send you the link to be connected. Don't forget, you need to have 2 things, the mobile phone next to you and the camera from your computer. Okay, to observe you what you are doing. Don't forget, please. Yeah. So, Erica, do you have the schedule of the exams?
Not yet, but all of the magister said that the schedule is the same that video conference.
Yeah. So we will have our exams the next Tuesday. Please study. Study. Yeah, you will have just 20 questions,
The
no
next
more than that.
Tuesday, but the video conference starts
At 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock.
Yeah, the exam will be at 9 o'clock.
Okay.
See, yeah, I will post the link to be connected in our video conference, and remember not to use other apps, please. Not to be use other apps.
So we need to connect it in all
Excuse me. Buenas noches, estoy en clases, ¿en qué le puedo ayudar? Yes, las 10, apuren, I want to sleep. Yeah, okay. Questions.
Yes, teacher.
A ver, ¿quién? Vamos con comandante. A ver, comandante. Comandante Aguirre y Miss Adrián Payo.
If this video conference will start in the same o'clock and that exam, so all the exam.
Sí. The next Tuesday, we will have our first term exam at 9 o'clock. Or let me see if I have to talk with the other course to have at 8 o'clock. Can you? Yeah, so I'm going to keep in touch with the commander to set a nice schedule for you so that you cannot be stressed. Yeah, because you will have just 20 questions, no more than that. But please avoid using other apps, avoid copying, because I will be in your exam. See, I will be in your exam. I will be connected with you. You will have two things. The first is the mobile phone next to you to see what you are doing, and the other, the camera from the your computer. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Aguirre, please.
Yes, I have a question about the activity of dramatization.
Yeah.
Do we have to present a final product, like two of us acting, dramatizing, or just like a dialogue for the students to make a role play and dramatize?
Yeah, it will depend on you. In the dramatization will be depend on you what you want to present. It will be fantastic to show you the link of one of my ex-students who did a great job. But unfortunately, I can't because I don't know what happened with the WhatsApp web. I open it and it takes me to another page, so that's why I can't miss. I can't send you the whole link to your commander because I don't want you to copy. I want to see your creativity.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Adrián Payo, please. Remember, it's not a difficult task because I have done before. I did that task 2 years ago. So it's not difficult, guys. It's a great activity. Okay, Adrián Payo.
Okay, good evening, teacher. Well, my question is related to my classmates' question about the dramatization. So, according to your words, we can do dramatization like a role play or artificial intelligence video too.
Yes, you can use the. In fact, you can use artificial intelligence. Yeah, you can use it. You can
Okay,
use
and
it.
another question related to the first term exam. It will be multiple choice or fill in blanks.
Both, both guys. See, we have 20 questions. Yeah, maybe five open questions, and the rest A, B, C, and D. See, but
Got it.
related to the
Thank you.
topics. Related to the topics. Or maybe, I don't know, I'm inventing maybe 15 open questions and 5 A, B, C, and D. See, it will depend. Yeah, so I have to check. I haven't prepared the exam yet. So I'm planning to do these days. See, because remember I have to correct, I have to prepare the exam. So my schedule right now is full. Okay, so in other words, I have a headache schedule right now. Okay, guys, yeah, no more questions. Yeah, okay, guys, do your best. I will be connected with you next Tuesday. I'm planning to upload the exam maybe on Tuesday. So of course I have to prepare, but the exam will be available maybe 5 minutes before. See, so don't worry if you don't see the exam previously, because I used to prepare the exam, but I used to hide. See, I used to hide because in the past, I used to have problems with some students who wants to stole information. Yeah, entonces please, yeah. So don't worry if you don't see the exam on the platform. Yeah, the exam will be ready, I think 5 minutes before or 10 minutes before. Yeah. So don't worry if you don't see the exam yet. Yeah, okay, chicos. Yeah, no more. Yeah, Basilo, with you I finished. Yeah, because I need to sleep, guys.
Yes, Miss. My question is if we can have more time in order to upload the task, the learning activity number 4.
No, my dear student, remember in the activity number 3, I gave you almost 3 weeks, and I was regretted of doing that because right now I'm very late with activities. At this point of my classes, I should have finished correcting number 3. However, I haven't done it. That's why I can't give you more times. I'm deeply sorry, guys. Remember, last time I gave you almost 3 weeks. See, yeah, I can't give you more time, guys, because I have to correct it. One more point, one more thing. When we finish, chicos, I don't know with you is number, I was thinking of taking a test or video conference. Open questions. Yeah, let's see.
Two tests open with open questions.
Yeah, let me see. If we have time, when we finish taking the exams, I'll let you know if I'm able to take tests based on video conference. Yeah, let me see. Otherwise, no problem, because we have four activities. 4 activities plus 1 video conference, 5 grades. That's enough. But let me see if I have time, yeah? If I have time, I'll let you know if we're going to take task number 2 about video conference. But let me see if I have time. If I don't have time, no problem. Yeah? Okay, chicos, thank you very much. See you on the next Tuesday. Bye-bye. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.